When I first set out on this journey, I really didn't think it would be that hard to create the first synthetic and undetectable poison to only kill men with skewed moral compasses.
I got 818.
Not so fast, Talia. That's trial 337 down the tubes. Unfortunately, all of his vitals remain strong.
But when I left to get our celebratory gentry tequila, he looked totally dead.
We basically just took a few more steps to make melatonin.
Where am I? Where's Canadian pop princess Avril Lavigne, my coach, team owner, and confidant?
Look, buddy, you just showed up here and passed out.
Abby called the ambulance, but the EMTs were away on their team bonding trip.
Indoor rock climbing followed by a microbrewery.
Oh, that's delightful.
They send only their regrets.
You're yanking my leg. You're yanking my leg.
No, you're not making any sense.
Yeah, I can tell you're a liar. You know why? That veil. So roofing is tacky.
You hop back on your Zamboni, and why don't you get the fuck out of here?
Fuck you.
Don't pass out.
You know, if you guys wanted to hook up, you could have just asked. You're very nice looking young ladies. I probably would have said yes. But now,
The way out.
Call me.
bye. Whatever.
I'll never accomplish anything that's meaningful to anyone. Ever.
Hey, remember when we first met? You found me stranded on the side of the road with 3 of the 4 original Wiggles, completely unmotivated and directionless, both in life and literally, because all I had was a cartoon map of Australia. And you saved me. You're like such a good person.
And I'm only a doctor because you passed out when we were dissecting that frog, and I realized I quite like the sensation of slicing alone.
Yeah, you give people purpose. You're a guiding light.
Yeah, but I need to think about my own purpose, guys. All I ever wanted was to be great at making poison. I mean, you know my mother. She was the 90s queen of the poison world. She was given a Medal of Freedom. She was on the cover of American Vogue. She broke glass ceilings for so many poison makers. And did it all wearing a lyre. What a badass. And then you guys know what happened after that? After the accident, we were so poor that I had to watch a version of the Pretty Little Liars where they told the truth a little bit.
Well, you have the rest of your life to live up to your mother's legacy.
We believe in you.
Thanks, guys. This totally helped.
Well,
I'm off to gather ingredients, like the baker in Into the Woods, if he was a girl.
So the baker's wife then?
Oh.
hello? Excuse me? Hello? Oh, why, hello, dear. Do you know where the farmer's market is?
Oh, sweet pea, I am the farmer's market.
Oh, no sockeye salmon or herbs or anything?
Nope, they've all pivoted to vertical video.
And, what wares are you peddling, might I ask?
You're curious about my wares?
Mhm.
Well, hello, my name is Flossie Jane Holiday. Are you interested in sculptures, statues, and the like? Have you, like me, spent decades building up a tolerance to toxic levels of mercury by eating almost exclusively shark meat?
Yes to question 1, no to question 2. Tell me more.
Oh my gosh, you are so sweet. You know, your generation rarely wants to hear an old gal like me talk about her toxic metal passion project.
These are toxic, then?
Yes, they're made of cinnabar, which is filled with lethal amounts of mercury.
Luckily, I'm in the market for something just like that. How about that one?
Oh, this is my homage to Dido, not the English singer-songwriter.
I'll take it.
Wonderful. Here you go. Oh, you really are a doll. I would really like to fix you up on a blind date tonight. Oh, if you're free. His name is Daniel. Dan Corsage. He really is quite critical of my statues and the toxins they emit, but I assure you, he is very easy on the eye.
Wait, seriously? He doesn't like your work? You, an older female artist. Oh my. Well, that simply won't do. Yeah, I'll go out with him.
Delightful. Look, let me just get your email address so I can connect the two of you. Do you by any chance use Wingdings? I've been using it since 9/11.
Ooh, what are you working on?
Hi, date tonight. Yeah, I'm working on a new poison to test on him.
Wait, really? I thought I was supposed to be the one who seduced random men to test your little mixtures on.
Well, sure, but
My whole thing is like, if Samantha Jones were even more dismissive of men to the point of wanting some of them dead to achieve her goals, and if she had some weird, ironic, religious aesthetic going on. You know that, Talia.
yes, I know that. But sometimes these things just happen organically. You get it.
I just want to make sure we're still a team, because seduction has always been my contribution to the cause.
Okay. I'm no energy healer or psychic or any other heroic woman in business that the Real Housewives would visit on a cash trip, but are the vibes in here extremely off, or is that just me?
I mean, Abby sort of brought up the idea that my going above and beyond and essentially allowing her to have more free time was somehow a problem, but I think we've moved on. Right, Abby?
Totally.
Okay. Well, glad you resolved that, Talia.
Jules, not only is Talia going on a date tonight, but you might notice that Talia is currently grating the fuck out of that weird statue to try to poison him with it.
You're starting a new poison. I haven't balanced any of the equations yet.
Okay, balancing schmalancing. It's not Sean Johnson. I think I have enough experience to eyeball it.
This is all gonna blow up.
That one's Taurus. The bull. I love bulls. In every context, really. Yeah. Stars, stock market, the running of them. Do you think we'll kiss later?
You're insufferable.
What?
Huh? I said, would you like to try some of my homemade jam? I fancy myself kind of a gardener, you know?
I'd love to.
Cool.
You know, I've always supported female gardeners.
Yeah?
Especially the beautiful ones.
Yeah. Open up. There we go. How's that taste?
Delicious.
Thanks, Bethany.
Ugh, nothing like the dying art of newsprint.
Agreed. I love to see obituaries in the print.
Okay, let's go popcorn. Late Wednesday evening, in the famous location, The Woods, authorities discovered the body of local hunk Daniel Corsage.
Dan, as friends and aunts called him, was a 25-year-old man whose gaze could pierce ears at Claire's, and whose smile can be described as dazzling and whiter than Jack at the end of the Titanic.
Visitation will be held at 3 p.m. this Sunday at Daniel's favorite place, the Other Baldwin Brothers Funeral Home. Recycle that, Bethany.
Oh, girls, I've done it. I've invented a revolutionary poison and overcome years of naysayers.
Well, I think you could say we have all invented a revolutionary new poison. Countless experiments over time led to this accomplishment.
Okay, so you guys are still on the same pissy page from our little spat the other day?
I think we're just looking for some acknowledgement that we helped you get here.
Thank you would go a long way, T.
Okay, yeah, fine. Thanks, I guess. Whatever.
Seriously, Talia? Okay, well then, first of all, you're way less fuckable than Abby and you know it. So don't let one date, blind, I might add, make you forget that. And secondly, I've met lobotomized golden doodles with more brains than you. So if you think for 1 second that you did this all by yourself, you're dead wrong.
Shit.
Nice speech, Regina George. Did you attend class pack at the Groundlings teach you how to monologue like that? I know you don't mean it, okay? Not really.
You're such a bitch. Seriously? Your mommy issues are showing.
Well, I'll be going to the funeral to celebrate the beauty and death and a job well done. I'll see you guys there. Or not. Your choice.
Wow, what a renaissance man. Like when I went out with that senator who said he was Da Vinci reincarnated.
Oh, so you guys decided to come then?
Yes, only because I'm dedicated to researching the human condition in times of grief. By no means am I here to celebrate you.
It's actually a miracle someone so interesting and well-rounded was willing to go out with you, Talia.
You are so... Oh, Bossy. I'm so sorry for your loss. I mean, I know you had a complex and contentious relationship with the deceased, but perhaps his criticisms weren't really allowing you to flourish.
Well, my nephew is gone.
Nephew?
Imagine this. The year was 1996. My sister and her husband were having some reproductive challenges, and they risked life and limb to drive through the worst thunderstorm we had ever seen just to ask me if I would consider being a surrogate for them.
And what did you say?
I said, "Is the Pope Catholic?" Because I was working on a crossword puzzle and I didn't hear the question originally. Oh, but then I said yes.
So,
young Daniel was of my flesh as much as of my sister's. And now, I'll never have the chance to tell him.
Flossie, when did your Mercury immunity training begin?
Oh, when I was 17 or 18. You know what high school girls are like. One day it's prom, the next it's shark meat festival.
So then Daniel is also immune?
What is going on?
Daniel!
You.
Who? Me?
You minx. You poisoned me. You betrayed my trust and my support of female gardeners. And now, you're gonna pay.
Run! Guys, I am so sorry. That service really got me thinking about like life and friendship, and I've just been such a monster lately.
And yet, we still fled from a pseudo-funeral home with you at breakneck speed.
And in this heat, this parka is so bad for this climate. You know I hate when I have to move briskly.
So, if you'll have me back, can we please keep walking on the poison together?
It depends. Are you gonna start to treat us like equals, or will it continue to be the Talia show?
Equals, definitely.
Then it's a deal.
I know he would have been dead as a doornail if it weren't for that cheeky loophole. Surrogacy.
Wait a second. Even if it had worked on Daniel, you forgot to run a control test on a girl.
Fuck, you're right.
No, don't worry about it. I ran it.
Huh?
Put it in Talia's matcha this morning.
Excuse me?
What? Doesn't it just go to show you how much I believed in you?
Wow. This means we did it, guys.
What a relief. I was about to lose my union health insurance.
I'm so proud of us.
I think they headed north.
Please say left or right. You know my internal sense of direction was warped ever since I swallowed that compass.
Guys, I'm more nervous for this than my Goop podcast appearance.
Oh, you were so good on that. Gwyneth was so charmed by you.
Aw, thanks.
You shouldn't be nervous. It's an award from the American Society of Women in Poison. They're practically family.
You're right. We deserve this.
Okay, you guys, we should probably go. The limo has been waiting. Let's do this.
Wait a sec, guys. I forgot my purse.
Breaking news. Breaking news. After nearly 9 months of half-hearted condemnation from the FDA, Congress, and the EU, the death toll from the hottest original poison on the market has at last reached 250,000 people. Tonight, we investigate who brought this plague upon us, and are they sympathetic to the global devastation they have wrought? Rest in peace, Grandpa Boo.
I hate that picture of me.
Why? Why would someone do this?